Hi, friends, and welcome back to the baseball and basketball and football and wrestling card illustrated channel. I'm Bronko, the PSA 11, and I've got a whole bunch of pickups in various sports and entertainment, along with a little pack opening as we go for the super duper rare short prints from Top Series 2. So get some popcorn ready, relax, enjoy the weekend, and these cards. Let's get started. And these are a bunch of cards. A lot of them I picked up for a show I'm going to be doing, but some of these are PC items as well. So we'll start out here with KJ, the great point guard from the Phoenix Suns. Was always a big fan of him. Got this autograph card recently. Pretty happy about that one. Now we're going to move on to wrestling. And friends, I got to tell you, I love you. Still remember the first time Brother Love ever appeared on WWF programming, and I just sat there and laughed to the point where I'm pretty sure my grandparents, I was watching it at their house, thought there was something wrong with me, and, well, there might be, who knows. Anyway, I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, we got BJ Armstrong, former member of the Chicago Bulls championship teams in the first run of three-peats. And here's another wrestling card. This guy, one of my favorites of all time, Bret the Hitman Hart, the excellence of execution. Picked that one up recently. And you'll see some more wrestling cards here. But now we'll move into football. And here's a guy that had a really good game last week. And we'll see what he does this week against Detroit. It's Justin Fields, the young quarterback from the Chicago Bears. Picked up one of those. Then we got this guy's a signer through the mail. I don't know how authentic the autographs are, but this one should be. It's a Ralph Sampson fast break. I kind of like the way these cards look from Optic, so I picked up a few of those. And I don't know how well this one's going to show up because there's some packaging there, but we got Aaron Ashby, a rookie autograph of the Brewer pitcher, left-hander. He signed a contract extension during the season, and he's going to be presumably with the Brewers for quite some time to come. We got Walt Clyde Frazier, another one of these Donruss Optic fast break cards. And again, just love the way these look, and you can see that natural dark hair he didn't need just for men back then during his playing days. Speaking of playing days, this guy's playing days are long over, but Bill Hall had a nice career for the Brewers, and this is an autographed bat card. Pretty cheap, happy to pick that one up. And here's a guy at the other end of that spectrum just getting going here. It's Brian Acuna, and this is a Bowman Sterling autograph card. Happy to get that. And here's one of the bad boys, Zeke, Isaiah Thomas. And this one, I think I got at a pretty good deal. Pretty happy with that. It's a retro spect, as you can see there on the card. Bad boy Pistons. And going back to baseball, sorry, these are all over the map. I just kind of grabbed a stack of cards that I picked up recently and thought you might want to see them. So here's a Niger Morgan autograph card of one of the great plays in his career. As a Brewer fan, I would say the best play of his career was the game-winning hit in Game 5 of the National League Division Series in 2011 for the Brewers against Arizona. And speaking of Arizona, this guy was on the losing end of that one. It's Paul Goldschmidt, and he might well be the MVP this year in the National League. So I picked up one of these. It's one of the, you can see, as I move a little bit closer, it's one of those gold-framed cards. And this one's numbered to 75. It's a pretty nice pickup, I think. I did some young player speculating here with Spencer Torkelson, obviously one of the big young names in all of baseball right now, the youngster for the Detroit Tigers. We got a relic here, an autograph, and kind of like the way that looks. I'll move that a little bit closer for you to take a look at. Got that one recently. Moving back to the gridiron, and we'll hold these in front here so hopefully they show up a little bit better. We got Joe Theismann, and this is an autograph I've been kind of after for a while, and it was never quite at the price that I wanted it to be at, and finally was able to pick up this particular card at the price I was kind of looking for, so happy to add that. And now back to wrestling with Jesse the Body Ventura. And obviously he's made a name for himself in a couple other venues since his wrestling days. But I always remember him doing all the great commentary. He was just hilarious. His work with Gorilla Monsoon and Vince McMahon. And line I'll never forget from Jesse the Body: win if you may, lose if you must, but always cheat. And speaking of wrestling, this guy obviously has a big influence on it right now. It's the game, Triple H. And I got this card with a couple other things recently. Pretty happy to pick that up, as I'm going to probably put some wrestling cards out with a little unique display. I'll leave that as a little bit of a surprise, so check out my Madison area card show video coming up in about a week and a half and see what I'm talking about there. And here's the Wizard, Ozzie Smith, as we transition back into baseball. We got an autograph there, obviously some bat relic there, a little bit of everything. And I think this is a numbered card. Yes, it is. It's numbered to 27. I'll zoom in so you can see a little bit. That's actually not zooming in. That's just moving the card closer to the camera. Then we got Trevor Larnach. Madison, not too far from Minnesota, so maybe there's going to be some Twins fans that pick this up to potentially move in a trade or a sale at the Madison Card Show coming up. And here's another wrestling card. This is Dolph Ziggler, and I'm not a huge fan of the current product. I'm not 100% sure if he's even with WWE these days, but he was one of the guys as I'd kind of periodically check in. I always enjoyed his work, so I picked up that one. And then looks like our final card is going to be a guy with a little bit of a local connection, and it's kind of packaged a little bit weirdly. There's a bunch of top loaders in there, which I can certainly put those to good use, but it's Owen Miller, currently with Cleveland, and this is a First Bowman Chrome autograph. Had to make sure on that, so I wanted to pick that up. Like to get autographs of the local players, and there's actually a number of them. Now let's move on to the packs. So we've got Top Series 2, and I think we all by now know what card we're looking for here. It's the super duper short print of Rob Deere, and if you're a friend of the channel, you know that we're always looking for cards of him. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. We're looking for Julio Rodriguez. Julio Rodriguez is the name of the player that we're looking for, along with Spencer Torkelson and Bobby Witt. Those are the short prints here. So we got 2 packs. Made a stop at Walgreens this evening and figured, you know what, I'll get some packs. I saw them for sale there, and haven't opened a whole lot of Series 2, so hopefully I can do this in a manner here. I'm going to move my chair around a little bit, try to keep these on camera, and hopefully this works. So we got Tariq Skubal and Gavin Lux, another local Wisconsin guy. Josh Bell, who obviously started the season with Washington but did not end it with them. Andrew Benintendi, another guy that didn't finish the season with his team. Frankie Montas. Jansen Junk. He's a real junk baller. -3 points for that joke. Andrew Young. Noah Syndergaard, who another guy that didn't finish the season with the team, is pictured on here in Series 2. Colton Welker, that's a rookie card. Should probably make a separate category for that. We got Walker Buehler. Are we scared yet? He kind of looks a little inquisitive there on his face on that particular photo. We've got Jose Barrio from the Cincinnati Reds. Alex Dickerson. Hopefully I'm doing a good job keeping these on frame. Chris Owings. Jack Flaherty of the Cardinals. Akil Baddoo. Jose Trevino. Of course, know his Uncle Lee. Really good golfer. Here's another, we got Tariq Skubal. That's a blue one. Let's see. That is not numbered. I think I would know that by this point, but I do not. Freddie Freeman, the All-Star. Paul Goldschmidt. Certainly working on a Hall of Fame trajectory, perhaps. Joey Votto, who obviously missed a lot of time during the 2022 season. Tommy Edman. TJ Brubaker. Your Milwaukee Brewers. Go Brewers. Put that in its own category. The LA Dodgers. Postseason Pat. We don't want to talk about that. Charlie Blackmon, because the Atlanta team beat the Brewers last year in the playoffs. Dominic Smith. Nick Fortis. Alex Cobb. Kenta Maeda. Sweet uniforms for the Twins there in that one. Got a Josh Lowe. Unfortunately, kind of zoom in there, you can see the bottom of the card. That's not in very good shape. Josh Harrison. This guy, Yohel Pazzo, hopefully I said that right. Josh Van Meter, J.D. Davis, and Peyton Manning. Oh, Peyton Henry. That's what we were looking for. So 1 pack down, 1 pack to go. While I open this one, if you're new to the channel, I'd love to have you join us as a new friend. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite card of this video was. Whether it's something we pull out of the pack, like this one right here. That's always a good one. You can make your own. Or if it was one of the cards in that stack earlier in the video. Hey, it's Shohei Ohtani, who some people think might be MVP again. I think it's going to be Aaron Judge, but we'll see soon. We got Jorge Polanco as we move on to pack number 2. Joe Ryan, who had a nice year for the Twins. We'll put that one aside. There's Goldie, Paul Goldschmidt. Willie Adames, who's big fan favorite here in the Milwaukee area. There's an O'Neal Cruz rookie card. That's a good one. That'll definitely go in its own pile. We got Pat Valencia Orange or Valeka. Scott Obert Autographs 2000. If you can help me with the pronunciation there, that'd be great. We got Jed Lowry. And I always thought Jed was an interesting first name. Jake McCarthy, that's a rookie card. Austin Hayes from the Baltimore Orioles. Rafael Ortega. Bryce Wilson. And we move on with Weber San Martin. It's a rookie card. Nathan Eovaldi, who's pumped. Rhys Hoskins. Always hated the color of those helmets that the Phillies have worn off and on through the years. Yanni Hernandez. Got a Josh Bell. And Sweet Shades. I like these cards. I don't know what your thoughts are on these, but I kind of like that subset of the Sweet Shades. We've had the shoes and other things in recent times, like this one of Mookie Betts. Got a Ketel Marte, who's not sure exactly what he's doing. Trey Turner, who was just extended a qualifying offer, if I remember correctly, from off the top of my head news in baseball. Got the New York Mets. Don't know why I threw that there. Dallas Keuchel. Luke Voigt. Dugout Celebrations. Nice high five action there. We got Sean Gunther. The Philadelphia Phillies. There's Bryce Harper needing haircut. Sixto Sanchez. Pablo Lopez. Joe Adell. David Peralta. Luis Ariz. Let's see. He's your American League average leader this year. And you can see last year he batted .294, so he definitely increased that number this year. Kevin Gossman. Bradley Zimmer. Jake Fraley upside down. Upside down. Fenway Fireworks, which is kind of unusual because it's a Yankee card. I'm sure Boston fans are big fans of that one. And our last card, and certainly certainly not least at all, Antonio Senzatella. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you have a good weekend. And we'll be back soon with another video here on the baseball card and basketball, football, and wrestling card illustrated channel. Tell your friends. No, really, I'm serious.